All right, we keep justifying your pain, but we refuse to take the blame. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another interview with Eurovision Fam. I'm Jordan, but you may also know me as Shortcake ESC. Today, we have Heat 1 qualifier Frode Vassel himself from Melodi Grand Prix, and we're here to have a little chat about pre-selection, Norway, Eurovision, and his song Black Flowers. Welcome, Frode. This is probably a really crazy week for you, so just tell me, how are you doing with all of this?
It's yes, it's a crazy week, and thanks for having me here. Yes, I was sorry for I was just I fell asleep putting the kids to bed. Yeah, it's a crazy week. I had like a small concert earlier today at the local mall, and yesterday I was in my hometown Bergen on the west coast of Norway, doing interviews and meeting fans and delivering merchandise stuff to people. And yeah, and tomorrow we're having first stage rehearsals for the final, and yeah, so it's a busy week.
Everything is just moving super fast, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So for kind of background for our readers and viewers, could you tell us at the site what your background is as a performer, your history singing, just kind of like a short little review of what that's been like before MGP?
Yes, yes. My name is Frode. I'm a singer. I've been singing professionally for many years in Norway, and I've been doing a lot of TV shows like Dancing with the Stars in Norway, some seasons, and doing backing vocals for different artists, and yes, I've been to the Eurovision 3 times as a backing singer for yeah, in 2017, 18, and 19.
Nice.
So, but this is my first year as a singer in MGP. So I'm really happy about it. And yeah, last year I was in The Voice, Norwegian television, and so I guess that's why MGP contacted me and wanted me to make a song for MGP.
Awesome. Well, I mean, it's great to see you as a soloist now. Just kind of a question about Norway and Eurovision. What do you think is your favorite entry from your country? And it could even be one that you helped participate in.
My favorite Norwegian entry, I think it has to be Alexander Rybak. Quite obvious, but it's so catchy, and he was so charming, and everything just popped in the right place. Yeah, it just worked.
Mm-hmm. I remember one of the first times I was watching Eurovision, that was one of the winners that really kind of like stood out to me. Because like you said, he's just such an extraordinary performer, like vocally with the violin, with his dancers, everything just kind of seemed perfect as it was. So yeah, I totally see why you feel patriotic about that one. All right, so your song Black Flowers has some very strong rock elements, a stompy kind of strutty rhythm, and out of the blue, an incredibly difficult, long high note. What was the writing, recording experience like? And how did you know that this would be the one that you'd be singing in MGP?
The writing session was actually, we were at an MGP songwriting camp. So doing songs specifically for MGP. Yes, both myself and one of the other songwriters, we said that today I want to make something hard and like a shuffle beat. He said, and like yeah. So we wanted to make something hard and heavy and quite dark, and then this idea with a theme for the lyrics came up. Like we we do bad stuff unintentionally, but we're still aware of it, but we do it anyway. And yeah, so the theme of black flowers came up, and yeah, we liked it. So yeah.
Oh yeah, and I really have to say, the staging too, kind of like with the cages and the dark lighting, that kind of really helps carry over just what the lyrics are trying to say. So I thought, like, visually, that was a very nice compliment.
Yeah, thanks. That was an idea from the people at NRK. We told them that we wanted something like creating a bit of distance. Dark mood. So and I think they did a really great job at that.
Oh yeah. So kind of about your other kind of about MGP and your co-competitors. This is a very diverse final, I have to say, that you're going to be participating in on Saturday. Do you have any other favorite songs, or just like a couple that stood out to you or made you kind of go like, wow?
Yes, I remember the first time I heard Elsie Bay's song, "Death of Us." That's a really clever, smart pop tune, and so yeah, that really caught me the first time I heard it. And of course, Maria Moon's song "Fly" is it's got a really strong and moving story behind it, and I know her from earlier, and I know the struggle she and her family has had with their sick kid, and so yeah, and of course many other songs as well, but those really moved me. Yes,
Those were the ones that stood out. I do have kind of something similar to say about Maria's song, because it's a very serious story, but the type of song it is and the type of performance she puts on, it also brings just kind of like an optimism or kind of a light to it as well, which I really enjoyed with Maria's song. And just as you were saying with Elsie, I think she's also quite an excellent musician. This site curtails to people who are mostly outside of the Eurovision sphere, but a lot of Americans, including myself, have really tuned into MGP, Melodi Grand Prix. It's like, yes, we see something quite special here. How do you feel about getting a new fan base across the world?
Wow, that's it's really really cool to meet people from around the world and have followers from around the world. When I did The Voice last year, my video, I wouldn't say it went viral, but my video from the blind audition, it has like 1 million something views on YouTube, and on different compilation videos with several million views, and so it's and I've been receiving messages and comments from all around the world, and so I already know how fast like the music moves, and people following from everywhere around the world, and it's really amazing the way it works.
I'm sure it even gets overwhelming at times.
Can be.
So with your audience all around the world now, if you were kind of given a dream location, like where would you perform if you got the chance? Like if you had the chance to perform really anywhere?
Wow, tough question. Like the thing with the Eurovision, it takes you many places you wouldn't normally go. Like when I was in 2017, we went to Kiev and in Ukraine, and in 2018 we went to Portugal, and in 2019 in Tel Aviv, and that's amazing to to go and visit places that you normally wouldn't go. Like when we travel somewhere, we usually go to the same places, like but so it's I'd really love to go some place I've never been, like Asia or South America or something that would be awesome.
I think it's really cool how your answer was Eurovision has the chance to take you really anywhere, like more or less kind of random in Europe, because yeah, that's completely true. As the contest moves along in the years, we do see kind of just different showcases of what that special place has to offer. You kind of see just the different aspects of the world and the different things that each city has to show you. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have any dream collaborations?
Like in overall or in the MGP?
You can take that question and answer it however you want.
You know what? I think since we're talking about Eurovision, I think it's like, you know, last year you had a Shum from Ukraine, and also like Serbia Nova Deka from a couple years back, and and they both have this ethnic folk thing mixed with more modern sound, and that's something I really like, and I really like the Eastern European folk music, so that would be really cool to do something like that.
I as well have a really strong kind of connection with like the Eastern European sound, so like connecting maybe the sound of your voice with like someone from Goe or Sanja Ilici Balkanica, which I believe is the name of the 2018 Serbian representative.
Yeah,
that would be like absolutely wicked cool. So it's cool that we have the same kind of taste there.
Yeah, it's really cool, and you know that folk thing, and some of the Norwegian entries that have done really good also have that Norwegian folk sound incorporated in it. So I think it's not just you and me that likes it. I think the audience generally finds that interesting.
And it has to be done just right.
Not too much.
All right, so the grand final of MGP is coming this Saturday. What are your kind of final feelings as we get closer to the day? I know this is probably kind of like a overwhelming thing going on right now, but kind of just like, what are your thoughts going in before the final performance in Norway?
I'm just really looking forward to the show, first of all. Like many other places, we've also had there's been a pandemic going on, and but now like the semifinals, they were close to the audience, but now for the final they have allowed some audience in the arena, and that would be awesome, just to have the audience there and feel their energy and soak it up and make a bigger entry. Yeah, that's the thing I'm really looking forward to the most, and of course it's very exciting to see what happens. I'm not the favorite from the bookmakers, but I know that they aren't always right. So anything can happen. I wasn't the favorite from the first semifinal either, but I won there. So
you sure did.
Yeah, I did. So I'm thinking that it might happen again.
There's always an element of surprise with this. It really doesn't matter what like bookmakers or anyone thinks, because that night, that performance can change everything. Okay, I only have one more question for you. What's something that you want to say to your fans outside of Norway and outside of the Eurovision sphere who are kind of being introduced to Norwegian music or MGP in general?
I don't know. First of all, I want to say thank you for being there and following and taking a part of this, because without the fans, there wouldn't be any of this. So that's the main thing, and welcome, because the MGP, I think it's very nice, because the people at NRK, they always do a good effort to find different songs in different styles, and they always find very much quality around the world, around the country. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that comes to the end of the questions here. So with that said, thank you so much for talking to us. Everyone, go ahead and check out Frode Vassel's song, Black Flowers. He's going to be performing this Saturday, song number 6, I believe, right? Yep, he's going to be performing song number 6. Lycka till I finalen på lördag. Is that how you say that?
Wow, that's really awesome.
Oh yeah, my pronunciation is probably all bad, but I tried.
It was, I'd say 93%.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.